This week, we're in the Torah portion of Beshalach, and it's interesting because in this Torah portion is the Song of the Sea, the splitting of the sea, and Bnei Israel, the children of Israel, are freed from ancient Egypt and Pharaoh. So Carlbach points out that the word Vayehi is used, which is usually associated with something sad. But why would that word be used when the Jews are being freed from Egypt and Pharaoh and moving from being slaves to moving to full freedom? So the Divrei Bina of Biala explains that at that moment, they could have ushered in the redemptive state. They could have asked for anything. The gates were open, but yet they were happy with just leaving Egypt. And so often in our own lives, we don't realize that we could tap into the infinite and we can tap into so much more than what we're satisfied with, which oftentimes is just us leveling up one extra level from where we're at the moment. But we could tap into this infinite level. And the Divrei Bina of Biala shares the story of Rabbi Nachman of Hordenka, Rabbi Nachman of Breslov's grandfather. And he comes to the Baal Shem Tov, the Hasidic master, and he tells him that he wishes to get married to someone very special. There was a young woman who wished the same, and the Baal Shem Tov thought that they would be a perfect match. But he told the young woman, Rabbi Nachman of Hordenka is an interesting individual. He's a bit peculiar at times, and if anything comes up, please come straight away to me. So he sets them up, they get married, and for the next week, Rabbi Nachman of Hordenka is coming home for breakfast and for lunch, but he's not staying there at night. And this happens over and over, and eventually this woman comes to the Baal Shem Tov and tells him what's going on. And she says, I don't understand. We're not together. He's not coming home. So the Baal Shem Tov says, don't worry, I'll speak with him, and calls in Rabbi Nachman of Hordenka. And he says, what's going on? And Rabbi Nachman tells him, you and I both know that she's going to die at childbirth. So of course I'm not going there. And the Baal Shem Tov says, go to her and be honest with her and speak to her. So of course, following his Rebbe's orders, he goes and speaks to his wife. And he tells her, I want you to know I love you so much. The reason I'm not coming home is because it's been decreed in heaven that you will die at childbirth, and I don't want you to die. And she replies, is the way that I'm living now any better? I'd rather 1 year with you than to live forever like this. They start to live together happy, and that same year, a baby was born. And she cries out to Hashem, Ribono Shel Olam, Master of the universe, I carried this baby for 9 months, please give me 4 weeks. And she gets the 4 weeks, and all of a sudden, at the end, she passes, and Rabbi Nachman of Hordenka runs to the Baal Shem Tov and tells him what happened. And he says, Oi, had she known the gates were open, she could have lived forever, and yet she only asked for 4 weeks. And it's the same in our own lives. So often, we're happy with just a little bit more instead of so much more. We have to realize that our Creator, the All-Merciful, wants to give us everything. We have to call out and ask for it and realize how many blessings we can receive. And it was the same with Bnei Israel, with the children of Israel at the sea. They were thinking, maybe we should go back to Egypt. We know what it's like there. The unknown is scary. But at that moment, they could have pushed past just being free and just having the sea split, which was a miracle. But they could have gone so much further. They could have reached the full redemption and had the light of the infinite be revealed and the time of Kulo Shabbat, where it's all Shabbat. And so when the gates are open, we can't limit ourselves. The light of the infinite, Hashem's wants and dreams for us are so much bigger than our own. We have to tap into that and manifest that and bring those blessings down. Az Yashir Moshe u'Vnei Israel. Shabbat Shalom. Love you guys.